All right, get ready with me to go to work. I'm gonna start with brows because I always start with brows. I'm going in with a mascara and I'm using that as a brow gel just to brush them up and try to get them to stay in one spot. Hope you're having a good day today. I know I am. I'm excited to go to work. And I'm gonna do my makeup, and I think I'm just gonna start making that a part of my routine to do my makeup for my second job, just because I have an hour in between and I like working out at night, so it just makes sense to do my makeup, go to work, and then transition to the gym. Alright, I'm going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade dark brown. And I'll even use the viewfinder. I'll use the viewfinder as much as I can for this tutorial. But I'm going in and just darkening up what I worked on. Great. Now the other side. Just makes sense to use the mirror for this one. You can see very clearly what I'm doing. Doing your eyebrows is so much easier when they are already threaded or waxed. I got mine waxed on Sunday and they're still looking good. It's Thursday. All right, now I'm just gonna like spoolie that out, like to evenly distribute the product. And that just gave my brows a fuller look. Great. Now I'm going to clean them up with this Fenty Pro filter in the shade, what shade is this? 390. So I'll use the viewfinder again. Just going in, and this will create a clean look. Going in with a flat brush, any flat brush will work, and I'm just buffing that out, nice and slow. Great. I'm kind of using the concealer as a primer on my eyelid as well. Okay, cool. That looks good. Actually, let me blend out this eye a little more. I'm gonna look in the mirror now, just to make sure that everything is blended the way I want it to be. Bring that up a little higher. And yeah. Petal Rock Black is stuck in my head, specifically Ear to the Cocoon, but that whole album is so good. Okay, So that's what I'm working with as far as brows. Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and I'm just doing a little red, taking this LA Colors, and this is the Water Lily palette. I'm gonna take that middle shade. Oh, I didn't realize my fingernails are super dirty, sorry. I've been doing stuff around the house, did some laundry. Let me clean these up. I did wash my hands before I started, but, okay. Cool. So now I'm going in with that middle shade. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna prime my lid really quick. I'm taking this Makeup Forever primer, if it'll focus. And I'm just gonna take some of that and dab it on my face, but also on my lid. Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. Okay. It's like a dry cough. Now I'll go in with that shade. And I'm just putting that on my eyelid. Just like that. Great. Now I'm gonna go in with this Nika K in the color Gold. And I'm going to go into my arch. And I'm just gonna use the other side of that sponge. I know people don't really like sponges, or some people don't, but I do. I feel like they give me the precision that I'm looking for. And I'm just bringing that up. Great. Now I'm going to take, what am I going to take? The brush that I typically highlight with, and I'm just going to buff that out. Yeah, so it's not so harsh. And I get people don't like sponges for that reason, but besides that, it's hard to blend with a sponge. But as far as application goes, I feel like you get a lot of precision. So you see how that created a gradient? Now I'm gonna just go in with that red shade one more time and deepen it on the lid. great because I lost it a little bit. Cool. I love makeup. How fun. Okay, now I'm going to take this Milk Hydro Grip Primer, sorry, and I'm just going to take a few pumps of that, spread it across my face. I did my typical morning skincare routine a few hours ago, so, and I will put it on my forehead even though I already put concealer up there. Yep, my shift starts in an hour, I know. So I'm going with that. I'm gonna wash my hands really quick because I had concealer on my forehead and I rubbed some off, I think. So for once, I think I'm gonna try the underpainting method and see what that does for me. So I'm gonna go in with this NYX and this is in the shade Tremolo Mushroom. Oh no, it's infused with that. This is in the shade Deep. And I'm gonna take my typical contour brush and underpaint. So I'm gonna just dab this along the edges. And I imagine you need more than you typically would use to, yeah, that looks about right as far as contour. I'm gonna do my nose too. And I'm gonna grab just a piece of tissue because I don't feel like washing my hands just yet. And I'm gonna buff that out. Yeah, that's really dark. I hope this turns out the way I want it to. I think it will. Wow. I see why people do it. Yep, so I'm just taking that and I think I might have used a little too much product, but that's okay. And I do typically blend my contour up into my okay. So this is how we're looking. I feel like you need heavy foundation if you're gonna do this method. And I've kind of lost my glitter on my eyes, so I'll have to go back in and do that again. Okay. So now I'm taking my foundation. It's Fenty Beauty in the shade 385. And I'm going to put my foundation on top and hope that it looks okay. I think it's turning out all right. Yeah, it's working, but I think I like just the regular contour method, to be honest. I don't think I let it sit for as long as it should have. The contour, I mean, before adding the foundation. Okay. Yeah. Not loving it, but it's okay. We'll fix it in post. I shouldn't have done my eyes first. Or my brows. But you live and you learn. I mean, now I just feel cakey. Or at least I feel like I look cakey. Do I? There's a glow. All right, I'm going to set everything with my Fenty Beauty. I'm gonna have to go back in and define my brows. And so I'm just patting that in to mattify, because I'm looking a little glossy. And this is in the shade 385. Same as my foundation. Same as my liquid foundation, rather. Yeah, live and learn. I've never done the underpainting method before, but I didn't care for that experience. Yeah. So now I'm going back in with my Anastasia and I'm just gonna darken my brows again. Because they kind of got eaten up by my foundation. Yeah. Just adding a little bit more color to them. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go in with my highlight and just highlight my cheekbones. Okay, since I lost all the color on my lid, I'm going back in And just gonna put that back on my lid. It's like, wait, where'd it go? Now I'm gonna try to clean up my hair just a little bit because I got makeup in it. And that's no fun. I'm just gonna rub. Yeah, that makes the most sense. That seems to be working well for me. And I think I am going to do my edges. I'll wet them. And then take some gel. Let me go grab it. And then I'll tie a scarf down, and that'll seal everything in. Cool. That's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed. It was fun doing this. I like makeup. I love makeup. And I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, I was gonna wear the lip bars Boss Lady to match my top. I'm going to just dab. And I'm gonna blot. Perfect. Get that off of my thumb. All right, that completes the look. I feel so pretty. I feel ready for work. Honor homeostasis, help no harm, and have fun. Do some makeup or something.